it's been a little more than 2 years since an audit found that some Clark County employees who have vehicles they're able to take home weren't following proper procedure. And while some corrective action has been implemented, there are still some issues out there. So when it comes to these take-home vehicles, we're footing the bill as far as the taxpayers. Let's bring in Rachel O'Brien from openthebooks.com. And Rachel, you do such a good job looking into all of the details here. You looked at that 2023 audit. What was found and where are we at?
Yeah, so we talk about take-home vehicles every year to compare and contrast, the number of vehicles people are taking home. So we looked at in July, we talked about this. There were 1,200 take-home vehicles combined for the county, the 3 cities, and Metro Police. So it's a lot of vehicles. And we keep mentioning this audit that's over 2 years old. We were waiting on the results. We finally have it in terms of the response to the audit. So that audit had found a bunch of issues. They found a family services employee was on leave from work, but they were still assigned use of a county taxpayer-funded vehicle. The fire department had no procedures for monitoring improper use of their vehicles. There were many departments that didn't even verify that employees had valid driver's licenses. They weren't required to take defensive driving courses. So there was a lot of things that needed to be worked on, and we finally have the response of what it is they made those changes for.
So with some of the corrective action that was taken, that's all well and good, but what are some of the issues still outstanding?
Yeah, so now obviously they have to verify that people have unexpired driver's licenses. Departments now receive safety alerts for the vehicles within their fleets. There are updated requirements. Obviously, if you leave your job, you have to turn in the key. The supervisor has to check it. The fire department, they implemented procedures for their vehicles. There's now a weekly report indicating defensive driving course status for all county employees. There's now a standard commuting usage form. There are still discrepancies. The auditors found there's one department had a vehicle listed as unassigned, but another log said it was assigned to an employee who left their job in April. So it's still confusing what's going on with that vehicle. There were 2 replacement vehicles that weren't listed in the take-home vehicle master log. So there's still some discrepancies. There's still a few things that need addressing.
Wow. And before we let you go, let's talk scale here. How many of these take-home 24-hour vehicles do they have under the umbrella here in Clark County?
So Clark County itself has 155 vehicles that are 24-hour use. When the audit did their look 2 years ago, they had 198 vehicles. So there were more at the time. Of the 155 now, Family Services drives about half of them. They have 75 vehicles. Animal Protection Fire Department, they drive about 20 each. Public Works has 16, and then other departments each have a handful. So just on gas alone, Clark County spent about $212,000 on gas for these vehicles. That does not include buying the vehicles, of course, paying for insurance and maintenance, which we estimate to be at least another $500,000 a year. So it's a lot of taxpayer money going to these vehicles. They should be, checked and verified, make sure people are using them properly.
Well, it's enlightening, that is for sure. Rachel O'Brien, thank you. Appreciate you. Are you here next Friday?
Yeah, I will be here.
We will see you then. Have a wonderful weekend.